Hello students, welcome to my channel Learn Physics from Home. My name is Priyanka Sen and I am going to start a new series, Solution of Previous Year Question Papers of NEET chapter wise. So for the very first topic, I have chosen Unit and Dimension chapter from your class 11 syllabus. If you have gone through the previous year question paper, you will notice that every year one question has been asked from this topic. That means 4 marks from this simple topic. So let's start with the very first question. It has been asked in NEET 2019. In an experiment, the percentage of error occurred in the measurement of physical quantity A, B, C and D are given. Here I have written error in measurement of A, B, C and D. Now they are asking to find the percentage error dx by x where the relation is given like this. Now how to do the percentage error problems? Suppose this is a relation. X is related with other quantity A, B and C like this. So there are several ways to do this kind of percentage error problem. But in NEET exam, our target is to solve the question in seconds. So directly remember the formula. Put the power dA by A plus put the power in the front, then dB by D plus put the power dC by C. Again, if it is given x is equal to A to the power R, B to the power P and C to the power Q. The formula is again same. Put the power dA by A plus put the power dB by B. But in case of C, you might get confused because C is in the denominator. But don't forget, always put the positive sign, then put the power dC by C. Whether it is in the numerator, whether it is on the denominator. Always put the plus sign between the variables. So let's do this. So here dx by x will be put the power dA by A plus put the power dB by B plus put the power dC by C plus put the power d of D by D. Put all the values. dA by A is given 1% plus dB by B it is given 2% plus dC by C it is given 3% plus d of D is given 4% and you will get 16%. So from the answer you can see it is matching with option D. Now the NEET 2018. So you can see this is the question of screw gauge. So to do this problem, first you need to learn some important formulas of screw gauge instrument. In your class 11 practicals, you have used two basic measuring instruments. One is vernier calipers and other is the screw gauge. So first learn the vernier calipers. You can see from the image, vernier calipers have two scale. One is the main scale and other is the vernier scale. So if the main scale reading is N and if the nth division of vernier scale coincides with any division of the main scale, then the vernier scale reading becomes N into vernier constant. So you don't need to find the vernier constant, it will be given in the question. Now if there is an error, then the total reading becomes main scale reading plus vernier scale reading minus error. Okay, so in place of main scale reading I will put N. In place of vernier scale reading, I will put N into vernier constant and in place of error. So there can be two type of errors. One is positive error, other will be negative error. It will be mentioned in the question. Next is the screw gauge. You can see from the image, screw gauge has two type of scale. One is the linear scale and other is the circular scale. If linear scale reading is N and if the nth division of circular scale coincide with the reference line, then circular scale reading becomes N into least count. And you don't need to find the least count. In the question, least count will be given. And again, if there is error, then the total reading becomes linear scale reading plus circular scale reading minus error. Same as the vernier scale. In case of vernier, it was main scale reading plus vernier scale reading minus error. But in case of screw gauge, it will be linear scale reading plus circular scale reading minus error. So in place of linear scale reading, I will put N. In place of circular scale reading, I will put N into least count minus error. Again, here error also can be negative or positive. It will mention in the question. Now solve the question. So the least count is given. Least count is LC. Least count is 0.001 centimeter. Okay. The main scale reading is 5 millimeter. So I can write main scale reading or linear scale reading. You can see it at, or linear scale reading. It is 5 millimeter. Okay, the 0 of circular scale division coincide with 25 division. So the circular scale reading will be the number of division coinciding into least count. So it will be 25 into 0.001 centimeter. Now the error is given minus, error is given negative 0.004 centimeter. So what will be the total reading? Total reading is equal to main scale reading. It is given in 5 millimeter. Convert it in centimeter. It will be 0.5 centimeter plus circular scale reading will be 25 into 0.001 centimeter minus error. Error is negative 0.004. So it will be 0.5 plus 25 into 0.001 minus plus 0.004, and the answer will be 0.529. You can see from the option it is matching with option 4. The NEET 2017 question: a physical quantity of the dimension of length that can be formed out of c, g and e square by 4 pi epsilon naught is. So whenever it is asked to find the expression of a physical quantity with respect to other physical quantities, how to solve this type of question? Let x is a physical quantity, and in the question it has been asked to find the relation of x with respect to other physical quantities, say y, z and w. Remember the steps. Step 1, write x proportional to y to the power a, z to the power b and w to the power c. Step 2, replace the proportional sign. Equal to, put a constant y to the power a, z to the power b and w to the power c. Our aim is to find the value of the ABC. And then what will be step 3? Very simple. Put the actual dimension of this quantity equal to dimension of a constant is always 1. Put the actual dimension of y. Then similarly put the dimension of z and put the dimension of w. And then equate the power of L, equate the power of M and equate the power of T. And you will get the value of ABC. So let's do this. They have asked to find the relation of length with C, G and this quantity. Let length is proportional to C to the power A, G to the power B and E square by 4 pi epsilon naught to the power C. Next step, replace the proportional quantity with a constant K, C to the power A, G to the power B and E square by 4 pi epsilon naught to the power C. Next step, put the original dimension. The length, the dimension of length is L, the dimension of constant is 1. What is C? C is the velocity of light. So velocity is LT inverse to the power A. The dimension of gravitational constant is M inverse L cube T to the power minus 2 whole to the power B. How did I get this? You know the formula of gravitational force, F equal to G m1 m2 by r square. Then G will be F into r square divided by m1 into m2 and you will get the dimension of G. Put the dimension of E square by 4 pi epsilon naught m L cube T to the power minus 2 whole to the power C. You remember the formula of Coulomb force, F equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by r square. So in place of Q1 Q2 put E square divided by 4 pi epsilon naught by r square. The left hand side is force. So take this r square in the left hand side and you will get the dimension of E square by 4 pi epsilon naught. First, equate the power of L. Left hand side the power of L is 1. Right hand side A plus 3B plus 3C. What is for M? left hand side there is no m, so 0 equal to minus b plus c. Now equate the powers of t. Left hand side there is no t, so 0 equal to minus a minus 2b minus 2c. Now solve these three equations, you can get the value of ABC. So what we are getting finally, L is proportional to c to the power minus 2, g to the power half, and e square by 4 pi epsilon naught to the power half. Next, NEET 2016. Planck constant h, speed of light in vacuum c, and Newton's gravitational constant g are three fundamental constants. Which of the following combination of this has the dimension of length? What will be the relation between Planck constant, speed of light, and gravitational constant with the dimension of length? Let L is proportional to h to the power a, c to the power b, and g to the power b, and g to the power c. Now next step, replace the proportional sign, put a constant h to the power a, c to the power b, and g to the power c. What was the third step? Put the original formula of dimension. The dimension of length is L. The dimension of a constant is 1. What is the dimension of h? You remember the formula, energy equal to h nu. In place of energy, put dimension ml square t to the power minus 2. In place of frequency, put t inverse. Then you can get the dimension of h. M L square t to the power minus 1 to the power a. L t inverse to the power b. The dimension of gravitational constant is m inverse L cube t to the power minus 2 whole to the power c. Equate the powers of L, m, and t. In the left hand side, the power of L is 1. Put 1 equal to, in the right hand side, 2a plus b plus 3c. In the left hand side there is no m, so 0 equal to a minus c. For t there is no t in the left hand side, so 0 equal to minus a minus b minus 2c. So solve the three equations, you can get the value of ABC. So finally L is proportional to h to the power a, that means h to the power half, c to the power b, that means c to the power minus 3 by 2, and g to the power half. So from the options you can see it is matching with option 3. In AIBMT 2015, if energy E, velocity V, and time t are chosen as the fundamental quantity, then the dimension formula of surface tension. See, 2015, 2016, 2017, consecutively 3 years the same type of question has been asked. So if I denote surface tension with S, so they are asking to find the relation of surface tension with respect to energy, velocity, and time. S is proportional to, let a to the power a, v to the power b, and time to the power c. Replace the proportional sign, put a constant a to the power a, v to the power b, and t to the power c. What was this third step? Put the original dimension formulas. What is the dimension of surface tension? Do you remember? Force per unit length. So if I put the formula of force ml t to the power minus 2 and length L, then I am getting m t to the power minus 2. So put it here, m t to the power minus 2. The dimension of constant is 1. Dimension of energy is ml square t to the power minus 2 to the power a. Dimension of velocity is lt inverse to the power b, and t is t to the power c. Equate the power of L first. Left hand side there is no L, so 0 equal to 2a plus b. Now equate the dimension of m. Left hand side it is 1, right hand side a. Equate the power of t. Left hand side 2, left hand side minus 2 equal to minus 2a minus b plus c. So finally what we are getting, S is proportional to e to the power 1 v to the power minus 2 and t to the power minus 2. The option 2 is the right answer. So here I end this video. If you like this video, please like, subscribe to my channel and share with your friends. If there is any doubt, please let me know in the comment section below. So thank you so much for watching.